1. Best moments from the 2025 U.S. Adaptive Open at Woodmont Country Club. 2. North Dakota's Jacob Huber qualifies for U.S. Adaptive Open, Amputee golfer's inspiring journey. 3. Jason Hasty, Chesterfield star at the USGA Adaptive Open Golf Championship. 4. Born without part of his arm, golfer Andrew Austen inspires other disabled athletes. 1. Best moments from the 2025 U.S. Adaptive Open at Woodmont Country Club. The 2025 U.S. Adaptive Open at Woodmont Country Club was a truly inspiring showcase of skill, determination, and adaptive athleticism. Held on Monday, July 7, 2025, at the South Course in Rockville, Maryland, this event brought together some of the most talented adaptive golfers from across the nation, each demonstrating incredible focus and passion on the course. But here's where it gets fascinating. Every shot captured tells a story of resilience and triumph over challenges, making this tournament much more than just a competition. Kip Popert kicked off the first round with a powerful opening shot from the 9th tee, setting the tone for an intense day of golf. His precision and calm under pressure were evident as he navigated the course. Meanwhile, Benjamin Hewlin impressed spectators with his play on the 17th hole, showcasing the skill and strategy that adaptive golf demands. Andreas Brandenberger took his first swing on the 18th hole, a critical moment that highlighted the mental toughness required to compete at this level. Similarly, Harley Hartle and Justin Delp both made their opening shots on the 17th tee, each bringing their unique style and approach to the game, reminding us how diverse and dynamic adaptive golf truly is. Isan Lareb and Larry Celino also stepped up to the 17th tee, their shots reflecting hours of practice and a deep understanding of the course's challenges. Deborah Smith's first shot on the same hole was a testament to her dedication and skill, inspiring many who watched her play. Max Tajasala's play on the 15th hole was another highlight, demonstrating the precision and control that adaptive golfers master. Victor Postillion's opening shot on the 9th hole added to the excitement, as did Anthony Maldonado's first swing on the 12th hole, both players showing remarkable focus. Nick Kimmel and Ryder Barr each took their first shots on the 18th hole, moments filled with anticipation and the weight of competition. Ryder Barr's additional shot on the 17th hole further illustrated the strategic depth of the game. Zdenka Kitagawa, watching intently on the 11th hole, reminded us that golf is as much about observation and mental preparation as it is about physical execution. Rose Veldman's shot on the 9th hole and Brock Leitner's first swing on the 18th hole were equally compelling, each player contributing to the rich tapestry of the tournament. Cynthia Lawrence's play on the 7th hole added another layer of excitement, showing the range of talent present at the event. One of the most memorable moments came when Albert Boker celebrated after sinking a birdie putt on the 17th hole, a clear display of joy and accomplishment that resonated with everyone watching. Kip Popert returned to the first hole for his opening shot, bookending his day with determination and skill. Kelsey Koch's reaction after a putt on the 17th hole captured the emotional highs and lows that make golf such a compelling sport. And in a heartwarming scene, Dennis Walters was seen riding alongside his dog on the course, a reminder of the personal stories and support systems behind every athlete. This collection of moments from the 2025 U.S. Adaptive Open not only highlights the incredible talent on display but also sparks a larger conversation about the visibility and recognition of adaptive sports. Are we doing enough to celebrate these athletes and their achievements? Some might argue that adaptive golf deserves a spotlight equal to traditional tournaments, while others may see it as a niche event. What do you think? Share your thoughts and join the discussion below. 2. North Dakota's Jacob Huber qualifies for U.S. Adaptive Open, Amputee golfer's inspiring journey. Tragedy doesn't have to write your life story, just ask this extraordinary athlete who turned unimaginable loss into championship opportunity. Jacob Huber, a name familiar to Bismarck sports fans from his hockey days at Century High School, where he frequently appeared in local highlight reels, has now earned an astonishing place in this week's U.S. Adaptive Open Golf Championship. But here's where perspective changes everything. Jacob approaches both golf and life with the same powerful mindset. One terrible moment doesn't define your entire journey. 6 years ago, Jacob's life took a brutal detour during a train-hopping adventure gone horrifically wrong. The accident cost him his left arm and left leg, instantly making him a double amputee. He recalls those traumatic moments with chilling clarity. I vividly remember crawling to a nearby house, basically breaking down the front door, and begging the residents to call 911. Yet what happened next reveals Jacob's incredible resilience. Here's the part most people miss, Jacob explains, drawing a parallel to golf. When you shank a shot on the fourth hole, you still have 14 more holes to recover. My accident was like that terrible shot, but I still had my whole life ahead. I refused to let that moment define me. This mindset opened a door Jacob never knew existed. The world of adaptive sports and prosthetics. I was completely unaware until I was thrust into it, he admits. Now, here's where it gets controversial. Jacob insists the accident ultimately improved his golf game. I'm actually better now than before my injuries, he claims, a statement that might surprise those unfamiliar with adaptive athletics. His reintroduction to golf came through dedicated friends who refused to let his injuries sideline him. We stormed the golf dome to solve this, Jacob laughs. My buddies brought both left and right-handed clubs since they're lefties. That day I swung right-handed, and just stuck with it. This journey culminates in Jacob competing against 95 other athletes from 10 countries at the prestigious U.S. Adaptive Open, as North Dakota's sole representative. But let's confront the elephant in the room. While Jacob's triumph is inspirational, does celebrating his athletic success unintentionally downplay the extreme dangers of train hopping? Some might argue no silver lining can justify such risks. What do you think? Can profound tragedy genuinely create unforeseen opportunities, or does that perspective risk normalizing preventable trauma? Share your take in the comments. 3. Jason Hasty, Chesterfield star at the USGA Adaptive Open Golf Championship. This isn't just another golf tournament, it's a powerful reminder that passion and perseverance can overcome life's toughest challenges. Meet Jason Hasty, a Chesterfield County native who's about to make waves in the 2025 USGA Adaptive Open Golf Championship. This groundbreaking event, kicking off Monday in Rockville, Maryland, brings together 96 elite athletes with disabilities, each redefining what's possible on the golf course. And for Hasty, this moment is deeply personal. Born with a congenital hand deformity that left his left fingers underdeveloped above the knuckles, Jason has turned what some might call a limitation into a badge of honor. Ranked among the nation's top 5 adaptive golfers, he's not just competing, he's breaking barriers. As the sole representative from Central Virginia and one of only 2 players from the entire state, his presence at the tournament carries extra weight. This is the first time my family will see me play in a real tournament, Jason shared, his voice tinged with emotion. Maryland's close to home, but this is about so much more than geography. It's about showing my girls, and everyone watching, that anything is possible when you believe. Adaptive golf has sparked fascinating debates in recent years. Critics argue it lowers the bar, while champions like Jason prove it's about leveling the playing field through ingenuity and grit. How do we define fairness in sports when physical differences require different approaches? Should we focus on the tools athletes use, or the skills they've honed to wield them? Your thoughts matter. Drop a comment and share your perspective. Beyond the controversy, Jason's story deserves a spotlight. His journey mirrors the growing recognition of adaptive sports, where custom equipment and modified rules create opportunities for athletes to compete on equal footing. The USGA Adaptive Open isn't just a championship, it's a movement. And with the help of organizations like CBS 6, these stories are finally getting the attention they deserve. Want to join the conversation? Email your insights to the CBS 6 newsroom and help shape the dialogue. Stay connected with the latest through our Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, TikTok, and YouTube channels. Remember, this article was crafted by human journalists with AI assistance, a partnership we're transparent about. For details on our AI ethics, visit our dedicated page. Finally, don't miss out on breaking news. Sign up for our Headlines newsletter and stay informed. Copyright 2025 Scripps Media Incorporated Al. 4. Born without part of his arm, golfer Andrew Austen inspires other disabled athletes. What if the greatest obstacle you ever faced was not a physical limitation, but simply the world telling you no? For golfer Andrew Austen, hearing that word was never an ending, it was an invitation to prove everyone wrong. From his earliest days in Radnor, Andrew was immersed in the world of sports. It was the language he shared with his 4 siblings, a vibrant arena where his fiercely competitive spirit was born and nurtured. Whether on the soccer pitch, the basketball court, the baseball diamond, or the golf course, he possessed a natural athletic grace. But his journey required more than just talent, it demanded an extraordinary level of grit. Andrew, now 27, was born without his right forearm and hand. While many might see this as a disadvantage, he reframed it entirely. For him, it was an opportunity to prove people wrong. It gave me this chip on my shoulder, Austen explains, reflecting on the mindset that has fueled him. It's why I have such a love and passion for sports, it really goes for everything in life. It's the idea of showing somebody out there who has maybe 4 limbs, that just because you don't, that doesn't mean you can't do everything that everyone else can. This conviction is more than just a personal mantra, it has become his mission. In recent years, Andrew has proudly embraced his story, using the platform of golf to inspire and empower a new generation of athletes with disabilities. And this is the part most people miss, his impact extends far beyond the fairway. After earning a degree in business administration from the College of Charleston in 2020, Andrew reconnected with golf, a sport he had enjoyed casually while growing up as a member of St. David's Golf Club in Wayne. He began dedicating serious time to honing his skills, a commitment that has propelled him to become the 8th-ranked adaptive golfer in the nation within the G5 classification, a category for players with limb deficiencies. His hard work has culminated in a spot at the prestigious 4th annual U.S. Adaptive Open at Woodmont Country Club in Rockville, Maryland, an event he calls the Holy Grail for adaptive golfers. I've kind of heard amazing things about this tournament, says Austen, who now resides in South Carolina and works as a coaching community manager. I'm excited, and I'm ready to compete with the best ones out there. While this is his first time qualifying for the U.S. Adaptive Open, he has competed in 10 other adaptive tournaments. He notes that while the competition is intense, the true reward is the community. These events offer a unique space to connect with others on a deeper level, fostering a sense of belonging that has helped him find comfort in his own skin. I think these last 16 months, I've really found myself living into my purpose, he shares. For me, my purpose is my passion to inspire. To amplify that purpose, Andrew turned to social media in 2020 under the handle Jimathekiad, a college nickname he adopted for his social media alter ego. His channels, which now boast over 13,700 followers on Instagram and 18,500 on TikTok, took off. His content is a compelling mix of impressive golf shots, instructional videos, and vulnerable moments, like putting on his prosthetic. He uses his platform to show that anything is possible, believing that if he can help even one person, he's doing his part. But here's where it gets controversial. Austen has found that humor is a powerful tool for navigating his reality. As I've become more engaged and involved with the adaptive community and hearing different stories, it's so cool to see how everybody makes light of such traumatic stories, he observes. The only way to live through it is just to joke about it, like it doesn't have to be this serious thing. This approach of using humor to disarm and normalize disability is common in the community. However, it raises a fascinating question about coping mechanisms. For many, humor is a way to reclaim power and control a narrative. For others, it might feel like a performance to make able-bodied people more comfortable, ***. This unshakable self-assurance was instilled in him from birth. He credits his parents for creating an environment where his disability was never treated as a deficiency. My parents had told me, when they learned that I was going to be born the way I was, the doctor told them, hey, if you don't have a problem with it, he won't have a problem with it either, Austen recalls. That philosophy became the bedrock of his upbringing, allowing him to feel whole and capable, even when faced with stares from others. However, his resilience was truly forged in a moment of profound disappointment. In 8th grade, Andrew, a skilled basketball player, was crushed when he was cut from the team. The coach, recognizing his passion, offered him a position as team manager with the possibility of some playing time later. He accepted. That decision ignited something within him. Something in my head clicked that gave me a drive to be better, not just in basketball, but in everything, he says. He was determined to never let anyone see him as different. By the end of that season, through sheer will and hard work, Andrew had earned a spot in the starting five, a victory he remains incredibly proud of. That experience serves as a constant reminder of his core belief: you cannot succeed if you do not try. It's easy to just say no or I can't do it, he concludes. The turning point was letting go of what other people thought of me and allowing myself to struggle in order to grow. Andrew Austen's story is a powerful testament to the human spirit, but it also opens up a broader conversation. Do you believe a chip on the shoulder is a necessary ingredient for overcoming adversity, or can it be a double-edged sword? And what are your thoughts on using humor to cope with trauma and disability? We invite you to share your perspective in the comments below.